as you can see, I'm already back home. I'm also swapped the 42 for a 53 Ford F100, so that will be already like the little wink for the next videos. But this video is about Lonestar, the Lonestar Roundup in Austin, Texas. And I think I will split the video in day 1, day 2. This was my first time, so it was on my bucket list. On day 1 I didn't know exactly how everything works out there. Day 2 I think I got more cars driving in. This video has no music. I just wanted to show everybody how the cars roll in or how they move on the parking lot. Some people walk by the camera or you will hear some voices, but I guess that's what it is. I mean, everybody has the right to be there and everybody wants to see everything, so this is the best I could do it. And I still, for me, I kind of like it, seeing the car in action, rolling by and hearing it. Yeah, for everybody that enjoys that, that's what this is about. At the end of the video there's the highlight with the Cacklefest, or it's 2 old school front engine dragsters on Nitro. So I put that in the end of the video for everybody. There's also a part where the drivers explain a little about it. I will see how I can put that together. So I hope you enjoy this video as it is. It's just, yeah, my highlights from Lonestar, and the next one will be then this 53.
Morning with no McMuffin?
Yeah, you know, if it was like half an hour ago, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it's due.
In the day, this one was 230. I've never seen a number on this one, probably the same. This one's got a 392 Chrysler. If your grandmother had a 1958 Chrysler Imperial, that's where the motor came from. They were in Chrysler Imperials. The drag racers figured that out, and Chrysler Imperial's value in the salvage yard got real big. This one has a second generation Hemi in it. That's what's referred to as a first generation Hemi. Then in 1964, Chrysler was getting outrun by some of the blue oval stuff. And so they decided to do something, and somebody at Chrysler looked up some paperwork and said, what's a Hemi? And they built this. They used the block and the castings basically that was the 426 wedge motor, but in a hurry to get it out, that was easy to do. We had that. The castings are very, very similar, but the head was a complete redesign. It's nothing like, it's still a hemispherical head, but it's nothing will interchange with the heads on a 392. They built that motor from 64 till 72 or 3. 64 and 5, it was only in factory super stock race cars. They managed to send some down to Carolina to a guy named Richard Petty, and you know what he did with them. The first race, they got first, second, and third. First time they took them out. Wait a minute, that's NASCAR. They weren't real happy about that, but they let them run them. But over the next year or so, they clamped the motor. They started putting displacement limits on it, trying to slow it down, and pretty much everybody abandoned racing the motor. The motor to this day, the top fuel cars you see today are cousins to this motor. They're made out of billets with a CNC machine. They take a big chunk of aluminum, throw it in the CNC, and go home and come back a day or two later to see what they've whittled out, and that's how they get their blocks and their heads. But the design is that motor from 1964. I don't recognize the song, but I still hear it. I gotta watch, but I gotta hear the band get quiet. Run out. The next thing is we've coupled the starter, the snouts of the blower. We use an electric starter to turn the motors over to get them started. We start them on alcohol. As I said, nitro doesn't like to burn, it just likes to explode. The cooler the weather, the less chance you've got of starting a nitro motor. We've got an agreement amongst our group that at 50 degrees we don't start. It's too hard. You've got to put way too much gasoline in them to get them started. What we do now is we open the butterflies. You'll see this in a minute. Jim uses a bottle, we use a spray bomb. But we open the butterflies and we put gasoline into the blower. Then we turn the motor over. The hose you see coming off our tank and off his outboard motor over there runs into the blower, to the top of the blower. That's pure alcohol, methanol, whatever you want to call it. And it will burn a lot easier than the nitro. So we started on that. We built heat in the motor. It's getting real quiet down there. Band, are you through? Okay, we'll give them a half a second because I'm not through. We started on the alcohol. We built some heat in the motor with the alcohol, with that little bit of combustion. And once the motor gets a little warm, you'll see Bob and Jim. This is Jim Burgess. This is Mr. Bob Gibson here. Will come and turn the alcohol off, and you'll notice a noticeable change in the sound and the smells if you're in the right position. And then we're going to let them burn nitro. We do them one at a time. We don't get to run them long. Nitro is $40-something a gallon now. What you're going to see will burn 2 gallons, maybe 2.5. So this lady's all covered up ready. We haven't started it yet. And I brushed my teeth. Anyway, the band is still quiet, so I'm taking it at 12:18. We're beyond our time, so I guess we can start. Here we go. Thank you. Yes, sir. so we appreciate that. The last thing Bob did, Jim did too.
Pretty cozy in there.